Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy.
Real talk, the Metaphor Messiah. Kicking us off the way that we should. Hey, what's going on? We've got a lot today, actually. Quite a bit. Little bit of a show today. We've got Aaron Rodgers being an absolute douchebag, and I think I had that. We also have some good old-fashioned thuggery, and I like thuggery in my sports. Plus a whole bunch of other things, plus Willie Mac, plus who knows what else. Let's go, Real Talk. Take us in, baby. Oh. Hi, how you doing? Here's the intro.
But ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study.
Yo, it's November 10th, 2021, and it's Wednesday, the day before Veterans Day. That's right, it's Veterans Day Eve. I love Veterans Day. Being a veteran myself, I love Veterans Day mainly because, well, people give us free shit. Finally, they fuck give us free thing. McDonald's stepping up the free game. McDonald's giving veterans a full breakfast, hash brown, kizoffi, and an egg McMuffinsy. That's a hell of a friggin'. Thank God I went to Iraq for that shit. But all kinds of places. IHOP's doing red, white, and blue pancakes, all kinds of things. But we'll talk about that more throughout the course of the stream. I just, took a nice big rip before I started, so I'm hungry. How you guys doing? My God, we got ourselves a hell of a Wednesday today, and I'm excited to get to all the things because, honestly, it's just a show full of things that I like to talk about. It's the things that I just love to hate fuck. I mean, Tony Khan being just a beggar, a straight beggar. Please watch your show. The market research shows that you guys ain't gonna watch the show. Please won't show. Shut up. You did this. You did it to yourself. You convinced them that they're too good for wrestling, and now they stopped watching. That's what you did. But we'll get more on that later on. Stuttering Kiwi, Riveter, Toxic Dome, Terra, Snow Queen, all up in the house. Make sure you tweet the stream out, like it, all that good stuff. And we'll do Ribs hat changes and all the things that we do so well. You guys know what we do. How you doing? What is that? Skip. How you doing, Skip? Good to see you. All right. Aaron Rodgers. Okay. I don't care what his or your or anybody's stance is on the virus. I don't care what you think about Corona. I don't care if you're vaccinated as long as you don't fuck. You know what I mean? As long as you keep in your own fucking lane, and most importantly, don't do or say things that ultimately affect other people. Okay? I don't care. I don't care that Aaron Rodgers is clearly an anti-vax nutjob. Clearly, he uses anti-vax talking points. He is clearly anti-vax, and that's okay. Let him be crazy. I don't care. That's fine. But I'll tell you what does bother me. It bothers me when it seems like most of the league is doing this protocol shit the right way. Most of the teams have not gotten caught. There's not been another team that is yet to be caught doing what the Packers and Aaron Rodgers did, which is wipe their ass with the protocols. Whether you think the protocols are good, whether you think they're necessary, it's fucking irrelevant. Collectively bargained shit is collectively bargain shit. And I'm going to speak like that because that's how you speak in fucking sports talk. They always want to throw the collective bargaining agreement right on the fucking table. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. All that shit was collectively fucking bargained. And Aaron Rodgers, I think, is on the whole fucking committee because he's golden boy. And he gets say and word and fucking everything. Well, this is what he and the Packers fucking did, essentially. They were like, hey, anyone who's not vaccinated is going to have to go through different protocols and blah, 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 blah. Aaron Rodgers was not going through the protocols. And an interviewer a few months back asked Aaron Rodgers, so you've been vaccinated? He said, yeah, I got the inoculation. I've been immunized, whatever he said. He confirmed he said that he was. And he was treated as he was on road games, that is violating other teams' protocols, and at home games, which are violating the NFL's home protocols. So he acted, and so did the Packers, in complete disregard of everybody else's thoughts, opinions, research, science, emotions, all of it. And then, even that, I'll be like, okay, because I can understand how some of the motherfuckers can come to the conclusion that it's all justified. We'll even give him that much. For anyone who thinks I'm going to be unfair about this because it's Aaron fucking Rodgers and I hate him. And I do. But we're even going to give him that much. When you lie, though. When you lie about the lie that you told for a week and then have to go on your buddy's fucking podcast because and I love Pat McAfee, by the way, and I have not watched the entire interview yet. But my God, you go on your buddy's podcast because you do it every week and you can't fucking avoid that. You got to go there because Pat's going to hold you enough of accountable to get people to move on. I don't know if he did or not, but I do know this. Aaron Rodgers said one of the fucking worst things that you can goddamn say when it comes to these type of situations, or at least for most people. For most people, when you lie, when you say that you didn't say something that you are on tape saying you said, and then that actually happens to have consequences, and then you're caught, and then you lie about getting caught, and then eventually have to fucking come out. You have to give a better fucking apology than this. And I want everybody who's a drama fan, everybody who's a commentator fan, I want everybody to put on the same hats that you would put on when it's a YouTuber speaking than what you're about to hear. Okay? Buckle up. I acknowledge that I made some comments that people might have felt were misleading. To anybody who felt misled by those comments, I take full responsibility for those comments. What the fuck does that mean? He said nothing. He said, you're stupid, and I'll take responsibility for your stupidity. That's unbelievable. That's incredible. And he said it on fucking Pat McAfee's show, and he got away with it because this guy gets his cock sucked so fucking hard by the media, by football, by the fans. It's almost disgusting. You know what the fucked up thing? You know why I really hate this guy? Not because he's a Packer. He fucking made Olivia Munn lame. Remember Olivia Munn? She used to be awesome. If you're a fucking nerd and you watch G4 Attack the Show and things like that, you remember when Olivia Munn was awesome. And then something happened, and then she became lame. And then I find out she was engaged to fucking Aaron Rodgers or dating him for a few years. That'll do it. That'll do it. So he lied about getting poked and says, sorry, you felt misled. Yeah. So he didn't only lie about getting this is the important thing you got to remember here. I'm gonna bring down the shtick because I do think there is some importance here, a little bit, not a lot, because we still don't ultimately know anything, in the grand scheme. But there was collectively bargained by the NFL and the players to have protocols for vaccinations, vaccinated people and people who are not vaccinated, because there's not many left in the NFL who are not vaccinated. Aaron Rodgers was noticed by reporters that he was not going through protocols, and he has been on records of questioning the legitimacy of everything. He walks to the line. I'm going to say that. He never goes, he does the bullshit that he does today because he's a gold medal fucking mental gymnast. He goes to the line, and he gives a lot of anti-vax talking points. So a reporter noticed that he was not going through the protocols that he should be if he's not vaccinated. So he asked if he was vaccinated, and he said, "Yeah, I'm immunized." That's what he said. I'm immunized. That and the fact that he was not going through protocols, that's the lie. No question. Then he gets fucking COVID, and they couldn't keep the lie up anymore after he got the COVID because the NFL starts asking for shit. Apparently the NFL didn't fucking they just took the Packers' word for it, which is a problem, and it's crazy. So he gets COVID. They find out he was never fucking vaccinated. And he's been violating other teams' away team protocols. At least theoretically putting countless people at risk who could be high risk. There's no accountability for that. There's no consideration for that. He just acted, and the Packers allowed it because he's Aaron fucking Rodgers. That's privilege. These are things that we usually shit on people for. These are things that we typically are asking for game enders for. But because it's COVID and not everybody is fully on board, we're going to let it slide. Especially because it's fucking Aaron Rodgers. We're going to let it slide. I got a little bit of a problem with that. Not only because I'm a Bear fan. I know a lot of this is going to get fucking thrown away. Fuck it. Tell you what, I don't give a fuck because it's going to come up anyway. Suck my Chicago Bear dick. But it has nothing to do with it. It could be anybody. If this is an elite fucking star player going through this shit, it's ridiculous. This is insane. I believe he's on the PA, the Players Association board. I believe he is. Or he was. He may have resigned a year or two ago. But I believe he was at some point. So he was part of the collective bargaining agreement, that took place for this shit. He has a say. So they wiped their ass, and then when they get caught wiping their ass with it, he straight up fucking lies and said that he never said that he was immunized. And he doesn't even go the full mental gymnast. Oh, you're just saying that's what I said. No, he straight fucking lied about it for a week. He went in the goddamn hiding, and then he goes on Pat McAfee's show today because, that's his buddy. He does it every goddamn week. And this is what let's read what he fucking said again. I acknowledge that I made some comments that people might have felt were misleading. To anyone who felt misled by those comments, I take full responsibility for those comments. What the fuck are you talking about? It's unbelievable. And then Pat and him go on to say this. He acknowledged that there will be consequences for his comments. One of them, he thinks he may never win MVP again. And Pat says, and you do know you're probably never going to win MVP again, McAfee said, citing the condemnation that Rodgers received from the media members who vote on the MVP award. That's probably never going to happen, right? And Rodgers, laughing, says that's a legitimate statement. I think doesn't give a fuck. Just doesn't, there's no care. And let me tell you, there's more problems here. There's bigger, deeper fucking issues. It's Aaron Rodgers' dumbass fault for fucking citing Joe Rogan as a source. Whether or not you think Joe Rogan's stupid and all this, that's also irrelevant. But Joe Rogan's not a fucking doctor. Joe Rogan's not an expert. Joe Rogan was treated by doctors and experts. Joe Rogan should not be fucking cited as a source by anybody, let alone fucking Aaron Rodgers, when it comes to fucking vaccine shit. That's crazy. That's stupid. It's dumb. And the NFL's pissed off. They did fine Aaron Rodgers. They fined the fuck out of the Packers. But the rest of the leg is fucking mad, man. They're pissed off here. The leg is not happy because it's clear favoritism. And again, the Green Bay Packers are a different situation because they don't have like a president, a owner. It's literally owned by the town. The people own it. And that's why it's disgusting, because I don't know if you guys know this, but Wisconsin and Green Bay in particular is basically a fucking second anus for the country. I mean, it's just gross. Everything about it, aside from cheese, is disgusting. The people, disgusting. The Packers, corruptible. I'm just saying, if you eat Wisconsin cheese, you're gonna get hemorrhoids. It's almost proven. It's a denizen of the world. Also, don't quote that line. I don't give a fuck about Fauci. Well, the current climate of hatred showed towards people who chose not to get the poke. I kind of see his reason for lying. However, bottom line, no, there's no reason for no. Riveter, think about what you just said. Even if he was just a regular person, lying and putting other people at risk is not a fucking okay thing. Whether or not, I mean, it doesn't matter what fucking hatred that there might be. There's not, by the way. There's really not that fucking much. There's disagreement, and then people who are weak-willed, who don't have a fucking real argument to stand on, call that fucking hatred. It's the exact same as the opposite shit. Most of the people who are fucking using that are the ones who condemn it in any other community or fucking any other time. And Aaron Rodgers just played the bitch move of all bitch move. And there's going to be understanding for it? No, because he didn't do it to hide from criticism. He did it so he could circumvent the protocols. He did it so he can circumvent the fuck the lying portion. He circumvented collectively fucking bargain protocols. And then he lied about it. The lying's just the fucking cherry on goddamn top that makes it all fucking repugnant to show what type of person he fucking is. But he wiped his ass with the protocols that were collectively bargained, that nobody else in the NFL has got caught doing. Not even Tom Brady. Not even Tom Brady. Like, this is crazy. I understand that people are afraid of backlash, but no. I don't typically straight disagree and tell someone they're wrong, but Riveter, I gotta say, you're wrong. There's no justification for, if you want to justify just the lie, just the singular lie, fine. But you can't justify the lie without justifying what he did and why he lied. So he didn't have to go through the protocols and be minorly inconvenienced throughout his day. That's all he wanted. It's the same as lying about a fucking disease or something to get through an airport security check, which is also disgusting. But at least it's not hurting anybody else potentially. There's no way that, it doesn't matter how many handlers or agents or fucking experts he could possibly have that could ever in a million fucking years think for a second about how many people are weakened fucking immune systems who could be goddamn fucking susceptible to getting seriously fucking sick from this shit. And this asshole goes and does it and then pops hot for corona and then tries to justify a lie that he told when he got called out. How is this, like, if this is any other person on any other subject, people are calling for his fucking head here. But because he's Aaron Rodgers and this is COVID, it's okay and it's acceptable and I understand where he's coming? No. It's fucking crazy. It doesn't matter. The NFL, the game doesn't fucking matter. The protocols are still something that would exist in any type of fucking business. You're moving the goalposts. Just take a kneel. The union might be mad at him. Oh, the union's furious. NFL teams are, dude, the NFL keeps fucking up. They're going to be sued off the goddamn map. They already have been by so many. The teams are going to start suing. The one team who is not owned by an actual fucking entity, corporation, or person, the Green Bay Packers, have just been given a pass that literally nobody else has been given. And that's what I'm pissed off about. Because, again, whether or not the emotions and the feelings about the fucking vaccination, you guys know I'm vaccinated, but I got the vaccine. I wasn't planning on getting the vaccine as early as I got it. The VA called me and was like, hey, we got doses. It's now or never. I was like, all right, fuck it. You know, because I know I don't know, but I'll tell you, in the last 6 months, I've really taken a little bit of time to learn about fucking vaccines and the process, and it's a fascinating thing. It really helped a lot of my questions about, you know, some of my things were same thing that Aaron Rodgers says, but he used anti-vax speak instead of rational thought. Like, I question how a vaccine that we know vaccines take a very long time to formulate, to get through testing and all of that. How could it possibly have made with so much importance? But then I found out that a lot of the research was already done. So some of the research was already done. I also found out that there's a big difference in how many people and how many man hours and how much time is put into a regular vaccine, and then how much time was put in, people and resources were put into this. It was like a 5,000% increase in man hours time. All the resources that were happening in vaccine research were being thrown at the coronavirus, thus making it all faster. You can't do it on every vaccine, but it makes you start to question, what if we did? Now, I don't know. Ultimately, I'm never going to know if this is, unless, you know, we're going to know if everybody dies or if everybody lives, I guess, or if this continues to be a 50-50 thing and it's a coin flip now. But I'll tell you, after learning a lot about that stuff, I felt a hell of a lot better. And I don't know if it's just because Aaron Rodgers is crazy and I'm not, but I don't know how you can look at that and then still have some of the questions and then some of the unfounded like resentment towards it. But again, I don't ultimately care what the stance is. I care what the outcome was and the reason for the outcome. The fact that he lied, that he wiped his ass with, that he put people at risk potentially, easily, at least potentially, and then lied about doing it and lied about saying something that was clearly caught. And it's just, it's fucking gross. It's just gross as fuck. We're going to get some more gross. Dave, you're going to lose your voice if you go any higher. Can you, baby, get me higher? Danny wouldn't lie. He needs to learn from that children's book series Tommy was talking about. I said lying was. I know, Ribby, but there was a big yeah, but I love you anyway. Little Pig Ninja's in the house. We got a resident doctor. I'd love to see your opinion on that. Yes. It's pretty selfish and not okay what he did. And it's not okay at all. The amount of money the NFL will lose if they start suing is going to be bad. The NFL's in a lot of trouble. The NFL's in a lot of motherfucking trouble. Goes to dry bet if Rodgers was with the Bears, he wouldn't give a shit about this. That's a bunch of bullshit. I'd still be fucking this guy up. Hey, I've called out the fucking management of all my sports teams in the past. The only thing I got, bitch, is fairness. Fairness. But fuck Aaron Rodgers and fuck the Packers. That's just extra. This is just, look, I feel vindication because I've told you this guy was borderline fucking supervillain evil. And he is. He is. I love it. I love being right. I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers because he gave good data on Dave Conn. And Lord knows how much I needed good content. My God. Also, we are waiting on Willie Mac. Willie Mac will be around at some point, allegedly. So we'll have him in here, and he'll show us his Willie and talk about whatever it is on his mind. He's a Chicago boy. I definitely am going to ask him about what he thinks about this, because he's a smart man. He's a well-thought human being. And he's a Chicagoan. And so he knows. He sees behind the veil of evil and lies that the Packers and Aaron Rodgers wield. But look, that's not the only story that we got today. There is a lot with the Aaron Rodgers things that we could really get into. And actually, I went a little bit more than I wanted to. It's just I don't like when people fake take responsibility. Either you're going to take responsibility for something or you're not going to take responsibility for something. That's it. That's it. So don't act like you are and when you're not, because you're not. Look, if you are making millions of dollars to play a game for a living and couldn't care about being tested, vaccinated, it tells me you're way more selfish than that. I agree. I agree with you 100% because this was just about him being inconvenienced. That's all it is. And the fact that he's masking it with fucking anti-vax speak and stuff, I just think just looks horrible for him. I almost feel bad. No, I don't. The mask is off. He's evil, and I love it. I don't feel bad at all. Burn him at the stake. I say burn him. Woo! Let's light it. Let's light it. There are so many people he can expose to the virus who can't afford proper health care. Absolutely. And that's even without thinking about just like how many people have high-risk people in their house, and how many there's handlers that you have to see from the visiting staff. When you go into any other home and away ballparks, stadiums, you have to come in contact with their people in the stadium. Those people all have families. Those people were all going by what the Green Bay Packers reported they were doing and who they were reporting were on protocols. That's a violation. There could be individual lawsuits on this. I guarantee you there's already fucking tracing going on. There are people who may have gotten sick or family members gotten sick, and now they're starting to realize, oh, shit, I talked to Aaron. It's just bad. It's just stupid. It's dumb. It's bad business. It's short-sighted. It's short-sighted by Aaron Rodgers. It's short-sighted by the Green Bay Packers. And if the NFL doesn't act harshly enough, which I don't know if $500,000 fine is enough. I just don't. And I don't know if Aaron Rodgers should not be suspended. I don't. I don't know how I'd feel about it, even with them being Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how I'd feel about him being suspended. But I think that it's at least warranted to speak of something. Something. What did he get fined? $35,000 or something like that? What the shit is that? That's like one ventilator. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want this to be more up in arms than I intended it to be. But I do think there's some troublesome shit here. I think that there's some responsibility that has to be had when you're making a living in the way that you're making, and you're just going to fucking wipe your ass with things. I don't know. It bothers me. It's ick. It's ick. And he's the only one. He's the only one. Everybody else who has not been vaccinated, they just openly say, I'm not vaccinated, and they bitch about the protocols, but they go through it. And it's crazy to me that that Aaron chose to not do it and then lie about it. I'm not going to keep whipping. I'm not going to keep beating the fucking dead horse. They should disqualify and nullify any Packers game AR play. Yes! 0-7. I love it. I love it. Give the Bears the win back. We're still not good, but hey, we're better. I agree. 0-7 for the Packers. Agree. All right. It's not the only tomfuckery that way. Oh, this is a good one. We don't go to soccer very often. We don't go to ladies soccer very often. But man, did we get something special. I'm just going to basically read from the New York Times, which I hate doing because I'm not a big New York Times fan. But this is pretty great. A Paris Saint-Germain women's player was taken into custody by French investigators looking into a violent assault on a teammate who shares her position. That's important. All right. The Paris Saint-Germain players, champions of France and riding high on a surge of investment in women's soccer, were in fine spirits as they enjoyed a dinner with club officials last week in a restaurant close to one of the city's largest parks. Months removed from the squad's first title. Okay. As the night out wound down, one of the team's new signing, Kira Hamarau, accepted a ride home from her teammate Aminata Diallo. Carpooling made sense. Both women lived in Chateau, an upscale suburb of the outskirts of Paris, and soon they and a third player were in the car for a half-hour ride home. As the car approached Hamoua's house around 10:30 p.m., however, the journey took a menacing turn. Two masked men emerged from the darkness and dragged Hamarau out of the passenger seat. Then, according to news media reports later confirmed by the French police, the men beat Hamarau with a metal bar for several minutes, paying particular attention to the part of the body she needs most to play one of Europe's most successful women's soccer teams, her legs. When the beating ended, the men ran off into the night in Juicy Smollier fashion. Diallo, who had been restrained, was apparently unharmed. By Wednesday, she was a suspect, and in an update, she's been arrested. She's been arrested at her home nearby and confined in a statement that her detention was related to a Hamuahu's complaint, though did not explicitly link Diallo to the assault and refused to comment. For the record, the French sports daily, which first reported the report and arrest, suggested Diallo may have played a role in the attack on Hamuahu, her rival for playing time in the center of the PSG midfield. Even before then, though, the attack had been the talk of the training facilities. This is crazy. So the multi-million-dollar investors raised a lot of money, and they brought in security guards, and this is when things had to start coming out that, okay, something's going on here, that maybe this was not just a regular attack. I love this story. I don't love that this woman was beat up, but I absolutely fucking love this goddamn story. Because thuggery. Tanya Harding. This is a nice little mismatch of Tanya Harding and Juicy Smollier. I love it. And it's still French, Juicy. Woo! The French. What is up with the French? Even though I don't know if the woman was French, but I mean, let's think about this. This is just a terrible plan. You're in the car. Like, why don't you take a beating too? You got to tell these people to smack you around a little bit. She want to take a fucking couple smacks? Yeah, no, she just was like, it's fine. Everything will be okay. We're just fine. They won't suspect anything that I'm not bruising. They won't suspect it all. PSG are probably owned by Tope's cousin or some shit. Surprised they even allow women to play. That's a good point. But this is pretty insane. She had two men beat the fuck out of another woman. Why? Because she was afraid of not being able to beat her out for the position? You know, it's pretty crazy. You don't see a lot of this anymore, but, you know, at least that was the Olympics with Tanya Harding. I mean, like, even the people who didn't agree with, well, who agreed with what she did, but you have to go like, well, it is the Olympics. If you're gonna fucking get your boyfriend to smack some other chick in the leg with a crowbar, at least let it be for Olympic gold. Pride of country, after all, right? Pretty fucking great. But at least she was vaccinated before the beating. I don't care if she was vaccinated. Who cares? I know why she tried to pull a Tanya Harding when Tanya Harding herself didn't get away with that shit. And she even had, she had her meathead boyfriend do it, though. This lady went and hired professionals. I hope she didn't use a check like old Juicy. We got the Discord open. Feel free to come on in. I don't know if Willie Mac got held up or what, but feel free to come on in. And if he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's no big deal. Because we still got other things to talk about. More hate fucking to come because Tony Khan begging for people to watch tonight. Begging! Why are you begging, Tony? I thought you were doing great. Why are you begging? I don't get it. Why are you begging? Do you know why he's begging? Because nobody's watching. So he's begging people to watch the program tonight, and they got a fairly big show. Because nobody's watching. Nobody cares. And I'll tell you why. Yeah, Joe, you can call in, I guess. You better have something. If you annoy me, you know what? That's fine, too. Come on. Come on. Why are you going to waiting to call? Just come in, you nutsack. Just come in a live commentary. You don't have to go to waiting to call. I've explained the new format. By the way, did you watch Willie's Drama Alert? No, I did not. Not yet. I tweeted it out. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Flo, come up, you dumbass. Jesus H. Christ, Flo. And I have to yell at you here for not fucking... You just come in. I'll unmute you here. Come right into live commentary, guys, if you want to come in. And then you'll be sitting and you'll be able to hear me. And then it's a lot easier to do. And I'll unmute you when you're ready to talk. What's up, Eric? Dude, champ. All right, Flo. What do you want, you German?
Just talk about Tony Khan a little bit.
Go ahead.
Because he kind of annoys me.
He's annoying. He's so annoying.
Like you said, he's trying desperately to draw viewers in, and I'm just like, Tony, this doesn't work anymore.
It just doesn't look good. It never worked. This type of thing when you're okay. This isn't like a wrestler tweeting out about he's got a big match tonight. This isn't that. This is the owner of the company. This is the guy in charge. This is like Vince McMahon going on his Twitter. You know, Vince never tweets. Shouldn't have to. Tony Khan needs to shut the fuck up. You know, you are the leader, and you're going in and fucking begging for people to come watch a show while you, for weeks, are contesting that you're doing great. So why are you begging? You're on top. You're killing. You're crushing. You're beating people's asses. Heads up, right? No, I think the reality's starting to come in. More backlashes are happening, Flo. Now MJF is starting to even draw criticism from his own fucking peers now. Because, look, this guy sucks, and I've tried to tell you guys for a long time. MJF is fucking awful. He's a heat machine in the cheapest form. He doesn't really have any real skill. He's scraping the bottom of the barrel, and he went so hard that even Jericho had to be like...
Yeah, he was like, calm down, MJF.
Because he knows that MJF's about to lose him. He's about to lose everybody. The people are going to start seeing what I've seen for the past 2 years. This guy doesn't have anything. There's nothing behind him. He's got 15 insults, and if he gets desperate, he'll go to something that he knows, and he'll pull it out there, even if you're his mother. Like, that's scummery. That's scumfuckery on a whole nother level. And AEW's full of these little things. Full of them. They're all over. The hypocrisies, the double speak, the bullshit, the bitterness, the punks, the Bryans. I love Bryan to death. I really do. And I appreciate that he's trying at least to put on a facade of tactfulness. But it's very, 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 very fucking like, it's bullshit.
Very thin.
It's thin and it's bullshit, and it actually comes off really condescending most of the time. You know, so I got an issue with Daniel because, for one, he's a liar. He's a proven liar. He's a known liar. He'll fucking cover his own ass first. We know that to be true. That's history. That's fact. So I automatically have to fucking walk in with my eye half closed on him anyway. So, but AEW's full of this, and I think that with the numbers not improving, and even if you're having fun watching the shows, the fans are starting to click here. And WWE is not even great right now. And people are just, they don't care. Because what AEW is doing isn't good. There's no malice in me saying that. There's not even any joy in me saying that. I wish it was good. I wish this Eddie Kingston kid was good. That guy's awful. I just watched the promos with him and Punk begrudgingly. But I had to be fair, right? Because everyone was like, no, this is the one. This is this Eddie King. I'm telling you, Eddie King. This guy, he is not believable on any level. He's barely comprehensible to hear. You cannot understand half of what he fucking says. And because he says shit and talks about his emotional baggage, we're supposed to care. That's cheap tactics. This is stuff that was drummed out in the 90s, man. This is cheap bullshit. You got to be good. And he's not. And Punk is putting in some of the worst work I feel he's put in his entire career, and it's not even his fault. He's 42. What do you expect? What does everybody want from him? But you made him believe. You sucked that dick, and hey, he sold a lot of ice cream bars, guys. Congratulations. If that's what matters, congratulations. But Tony Khan is the biggest problem in my book right now. Tony needs to shut the fuck up and use that TNT, TBS, Time Warner marketing machine to market the product properly. Because marketing to the same demographic that has 300,000 viewers watching you, that's what you're fucking going, that 18 to 45. That is 300,000 people that they're getting. That is it. That's the numbers. That is what that demographic currently represents on the nights of the wrestling for their product. That's who they're begging for. What about the fucking 200 or the 400 other million people on the goddamn fucking country? What about anybody else? Are we not learning that maybe you got to start adjusting fire? Maybe there has to be some substance. Maybe stop bastardizing. Stop doing what WWE is always accused of doing, ruining wrestlers. And at least WWE does it purposely. Like, there's scripts. You know, in here, they're just like, hey, guys, have a good time. Adam Cole, go ahead. Keep doing stupid shit and become a fucking caricature. And it's pissing me off because he's too good for this. I never was into Adam Cole before he came to WWE because of this goofy bullshit. WWE reined that in. He became the best performer in wrestling. You guys heard me say that for 4 years. This guy was the best performer in the fucking industry. He goes over to AEW, and in 3 months, this guy is fucking just a caricature again. And he's putting out no good match. In my opinion, he has not worked a good match since he's came to AEW. They've just been fucking farces, and he's having fun with his bodies. Well, congratulations. You're losing fans.
I mean, his match with Jungle Boy was decent.
Yeah, there was a little hyperbole in there, and there's a little bit of fucking extra. I gotta avoid that to not take criticism back. I gotta stop giving the smarks room. Yeah, I gotta stop. But you know what I mean. I'm not meaning that 100% literally. I'm sure there's moments in there where it's like, oh, that was good, that was fine. But overall, I mean, you can't compare the runs at this point. He was great in NXT, man. He was fucking.
He was a badass.
So good.
And you know the biggest problem with Tony Khan is that he is a huge wrestling fan himself.
He's a mark.
He's the biggest mark of them all, and that's the problem.
And that's not even a big issue as long as you don't try to do what ultimately Bischoff did. And Bischoff wasn't a mark, but he enjoyed being one of the boys.
True.
He loved it. He loved being cool. He loved being on that fucking Harley next to Hogan. God, he fucking loved that shit. And that's what Tony Khan wants. Tony Khan wants to be one of the boys. And the problem with that is he's more entitled in the bad way and less actual fucking earned it than Bischoff did. Bischoff wasn't fucking spoon-fed. Bischoff was down in Minnesota working with fucking Gagne. You know what I mean? He learned he learned the wrestling shit. You know, he went through some fucking hard times in television with wrestling. He understood that going into it. He also didn't have a father who financed shit for him.
Yep.
He ended up having to earn a daddy in Ted Turner. And he earned that daddy. Let's fucking be honest. He earned that daddy, and he got that blank check, and he used the fuck out of that blank check, boy. He
definitely
used it. And it's one of the reasons why it ultimately failed. And the fact that Tony Khan doesn't seem to understand that and learn from history troubles me. It worries me. He signed up all these guys, but there's really nothing to do with them. There's not much to do with them.
The biggest one is probably right now Hangman, because he's obviously going to win the title in the next pay-per-view.
Sure.
But the other ones are kind of left in the air.
Which is unfortunate and weird because they got some bangers.
Yeah,
Time
you're
to
right.
end, and I get that they're doing a long, dark program, whatever.
Don't
I
get me
it.
started on Cody. I hate all of it.
Me too. I can't stand. And you know what I hate about the Cody thing the most? The fact that he keeps referencing that I'll never go heel. I'll never go back on my thing unless.
Yeah, because the
shut
problem
up.
is in the future he is obviously going to turn.
Right.
That's
Right,
the
he's
only way
obviously
this
going
is
to
going to
turn.
turn out.
He's obviously going to turn, and he's obviously going to have another fucking crack at the title again. Obviously, these things will happen. If he continues to wrestle, both of those things will happen. So why continue to do these things? Why continue to say things that you know are going to be used against you when you lie about them later? Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers. Why would you fucking say that you're immunized, Aaron Rodgers? Because you didn't think you were going to get COVID? That's why you did it, because you thought it was fake. And then you got the fucking sickness, and then you were like, oh my God, I lied. The Packers, oh my God. Oh, I hope no one noticed. How charming can I be? But the fact is, you ruined Olivia Munn. I'll never fucking forgive you for it, Aaron Rodgers. COVID shit, I hope you never smell again.
I like the fact that he said he's immunized, and I'm like,
and he tried to use that as his out. That was his out. The mental gymnastics started right. Well, I never said vaccinated, and you could read into what you want with immunity. Shut up! You said it because you were asked. This is Pat McAfee, who I love. Why didn't Pat say this? I don't understand. Well, because he's his buddy. That's why he didn't say it. But this is what he should have said. Well, why did the reporter ask you that, Aaron? Huh? The reporter didn't just ask you. He asked you for a reason. Yeah, because the reporter noticed you weren't following protocols. And the only ones who don't follow protocols are the ones who are vaccinated. So he asked you a question. And what'd you do? You lied. And then you take no responsibility. You only take responsibility for those who feel you misrepresented what you said. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. And fuck you, Tony Khan. Fuck you, Dolphin. And fuck you, Where. How you doing, Flo? You doing good?
I'm feeling all right.
How does it feel to have the King Copious back on the throne? I feel revitalized, invigorated, rebuilt from the ground up almost. I mean, we can talk about how I look. I mean, you don't have to.
You
tell
look
me
great.
I know. I mean,
a sexy copious king.
Can you believe I'm getting no suck right now? Like, no plan.
No.
Why am I not pulling ass? It's unbelievable. It's a fucking travesty. It's a farce. It's a flam. It's a shim-sham of a travesty of a fucking farce.
God damn it.
Well, he's found a psycho in Shailene Woodley to marry now. It's always good. It's always good to have a good psycho. I'm trying to. Let me. Oh, go ahead, Flo. I'm going to see if there's any other things in this thing I want to talk about.
The last couple of weeks were pretty rough. Thanks for that.
They're rough for you? Like, did you have rough sex, or what do you mean?
Not just for me, for all of us.
So was it rough, or like did you use sandpaper as toilet paper? Because that's pretty rough.
It could be it. I don't know for sure.
Was it so rough that you did you try to have a slip and slide contest on a shag carpet? That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Did you try to run backwards through a cornfield? That's pretty rough.
Did you try it?
Sorry, go ahead. Can I get one more? No. What was rough? What was rough about the week? What's wrong? Where were you going with that?
Not just this week and the past 2 weeks. You know why?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, look, we got the angel right there.
I know.
He's always representing, and I'm hoping, and I understand. I'm not about to yell at you for being sad still over it. We're always going to be sad, but this man, I'm telling you, something changed the day that he died. For me, something changed inside of me. I feel different. I feel like I'm attacking things different. I got a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes that I'm hoping to be able to tell you guys more about very, very soon. And all of these things have only started happening. I've only started pursuing since the day that he died. That's my brother. And sometimes the most meaningful thing that can happen in death is just a simple reminder for you to live. He gave me the greatest gift that I've had maybe ever, because I feel different. I feel fucking different, man. That might sound hokey or sappy or whatever, but I just feel
No. I totally understand.
Trying not to get emotional about it, but I mean,
yeah. Oops. Change of topic.
Look at this. Well, you did it. You brought it up. I mean, my God, we're hate fucking the world. And you're like, well, yeah, your friend died. Don't forget.
Sorry.
But look at this amazing artwork done by Pioxis. Really, really incredible stuff.
Shout out to Bioxis.
Shout out to Bioxis. But yeah, if you want to get in here and got something, feel free to jump on in. What do you mean? Dude, Willie just wrote me. Dude, YouTube for the last 50 minutes. Where do you think I was? I'm in Discord. Why did he just come to Discord? Why would he just come to Discord, you big nuts?
What is he doing?
I don't know. He just wrote me. He goes, should I come on in 15? Where are you live at? I'm live on YouTube.
Willie, get the fuck on here.
He retweeted
right now.
the stream. He retweeted the link earlier.
For fuck's sake.
You retweeted the link. You know what the best part about that is?
Tell me.
Question whether or not that's genuine or if he just forgot or whatever. No, that's legitimate. That's Willie Mac. I fucking love it. You retweeted the stream.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows. You retweeted it. My God, this is the type of nutsackery that I have to deal with. I'm about to leave. I was about to go. Who in AEW is good to me? I don't know. Not really many. I mean, right? There's no, I don't want to say that no one is good in AEW. No one's got my interest. No one's making me watch. I don't watch. I watch very little because there's no reason to watch. I've watched the pay-per-views. I've watched some of the bigger matchups, but I have no reason to watch. It does not invest me. Nothing. I'm sorry. I take for what you want. I don't care.
That's also one of the things I wanted to mention earlier, is Tony is trying to get non-wrestling viewers to watch his show, but no one is interested in it.
Right.
Try to get a non-wrestling viewer into watching a wrestling show.
How lame is it?
It's almost impossible these days.
It's so lame for you to go, hey, you're real passionate about wrestling. Go hook your friends. Cigarettes? What are you talking about? Hook your fucking friends. Look, he's trying to make something happen that was organic in the 90s. The Nitro parties, the wrestling parties. People fucking used to turn Monday nights into Monday Night Football. They treated it the same as football. They don't anymore because there's nothing exciting. Because wrestling, and it's not. This is 100% honest. I am being truthful when I say this. It's not even AEW's fault entirely. They are the latest incarnation of the last 20 years of killing kayfabe, and it's the wrestling dirt sheets and the wrestling journalists that have benefited while the actual industry itself has fallen. The balance used to be kayfabe in place, and the wrestling journalists would have very, 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 very small places, but frequented, if you knew where to go, certain radio programs, certain magazines, certain publications that you could get sent to or find on your magazine racks locally. You would find all of the secret tidbits, the kayfabe stuff, you would find things out, and you would have the inside edge, and you would feel special because of it. Now, you have the wrestlers themselves actively tweeting about it and giving it away. absolutely just giving it away, and everybody is just having to figure out what that all means now. How to make all of that make sense, and does wrestling still make sense? The answer is no. It doesn't. It doesn't work without that suspension of your disbelief, because you know what you're seeing is ultimately not genuine. It's incredible, it's amazing, it's spectacle, but when the wrestlers themselves start going, it's all just me and my buddies. It's all it's all just fun and games.
Yikes!
It just takes it all out, and there's nothing left. There's nothing
think back when we were kids. We believed all of it.
Yeah, and even growing up, even into our teens, when the wink and a nod meant something. I'm only feeling this way in the past 10 to 15 years, where the wink and a nod, it means something else now. The wink and the nod is now them literally winking and nodding at you because we're in this together. You did this and we did this, and you're just as special, and I'm one of you, and yeah, woo, this is all bullshit, and yeah, who cares if we fuck up? Yeah, you're laming the shit up because you don't want to really be great at what you do. And the fucked up thing is the things that the people are trying to be so artistry about, the in-ring product, you don't understand that just doing a lot of workload and output in the ring is not necessarily telling a story.
Yep.
It's just not there. You got to have nuance. You have to have subtlety. You got to have selling. You got to have the narrative that's happening with each individual match. That's lost in wrestling. Doesn't exist anymore.
It's some rare cases where it's really still there, but like some matches in even New Japan, I'm sitting there and like,
okay, I don't care anymore about wrestling because I got a big star waiting to call. Flo, I got a big star. I got to get you out of here as I got a big star.
Say hello to Willie to me.
I'll let you say hi to him. Hold on, let me pull him up. All right, bring in now the little tardy, also late. You get it because I just called him retard. That was good. The one and only Willie Mac. Flo wants to say hi to you. Be careful, he's German. He might have ulterior motives. Go ahead.
Hello there.
All right.
Hey, what's up, buddy boy? Yeah, my bad. I was looking at your Twitch the whole time like, man, he's not live yet.
I wouldn't. Why would I waste you in a good, marketable appearance on Twitch? You're the unofficial official host of YouTube's fucking greatest drama alert, drama fucking spectacular ever. I have got to make sure I capitalize. I don't got much bullets left in my gun, Willie.
No, it's true. I'm the officially unofficial host of Drama Alert. We all knew it was officially happening. I did not confuse anybody by my video at all. I swear.
No, you did not. Good video. I didn't watch all of it yet, but fucking saw you put it. You're a psycho, man.
What do you mean?
I love it.
I've cornered the tea market and the Drama Alert market, all right? I got everything now. I built my empire, bro.
So now that we have the empire, what's the plan now? Because if that's phase 1, what's phase 2? I need to know, Marvel.
Phase 2? You know what? I don't know yet, right? There's stuff going on, like
Are you worried about some of the other possible hosts? Like, I think you should start killing them off. Like,
oh no, yeah, I saw Squid Game. I was definitely thinking about just like kind of taking everybody out one by one via a Korean children's game show. It'll be awesome.
Start with the Oreo because he's fat and you can catch him easy.
I got to be careful though. He's kind of dangerous. He's like kind of quick in short bursts, so I got to be careful there.
Close the gap real quick, man. Really bad. You keep your guard up. Keep that left, especially when you get into the later rounds. You don't want to get caught unawares.
Exactly.
All right, so what is pissing you off this week?
Oh, dude, have you been aware of the William Osmond stuff at all?
Ooh, no.
Okay, William Osmond is a tech YouTuber. He's got 2.5 million subs, and he's kind of gone like, what's the word? Like completely fucking unhinged, off the rails, dude, when it comes to like a mean comment left on his video. Like, Dave, when you think of a mean comment, what do you think of, like, what comes to your mind?
Well, how mean? Because people have literally wrote in my comment section they want to rape my daughter.
Okay,
pretty
well,
mean,
not
right?
that mean,
That's
right?
mean.
Like I tend to think of like a normal mean comment as somebody being like, "Your video sucks. This is boring.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You
I
don't
get
know what
those
you're
all the time, yeah.
talking about, right?" The comment he got was along the lines of like not understanding how his tech worked. So he made an X-ray machine in his garage. And somebody was like, I don't like a DSLR camera can't shoot X-rays. Well, the person's wrong. It can, but he took that so personally. He looked up the person's LinkedIn off of a YouTube comment.
No.
Made up a fake job for them and reached out and told them to like set up a meeting. He created a fake person to interview them, and he got their phone number and then called them and tried to embarrass them for his YouTube video.
Are you serious?
Is that not going a little far, Dave?
Okay. Whoa, there's a lot to fucking unpack there. Okay. I need a little context. Is he using all of that as like a shield? Like this was all a meme type thing, that there was no malice involved?
He's just using it to get back at the person. So he literally says, I kind of feel bad here, but this person deserves it because they called me a loser and my video a hoax.
No!
He's like, this person's a shitty person. I'm like, bro, no, this is not the same thing. It's not on the same level.
Oh my God. So,
yeah.
Okay, I thought he was going to go, well, it's a YouTube video, ultimately, I know that what you guys are saying.
No,
he's
not
a
at
shitty
all.
person. I did this on purpose? That's great.
Yeah, he tricked him into signing a contract so he could use this guy's likeness and everything. He didn't tell him what contract it was. He literally committed contract fraud.
Oh, this guy might be in serious trouble.
Dude, so get this, right? I thought, you probably get in trouble for that, right? That's kind of fucked up.
I think so.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, this is bad.
He ended up getting a couple mean comments on that video. So instead of 99% like ratio, he got 98%. All the top comments still love him, still agree with him. But that extra 2% really got to him. That extra 1% of more mean comments than normal got to him. He made a follow-up video called I'm Done, where he talks about how the mean comments are too much and he's going to quit. And he got every big YouTuber that he knows to make a video talking about how mean comments affect their mental health.
Oh my
how
God,
they're bad.
and now YouTube fucking gets rid of the fucking dislike numbers today.
Dude, I'm telling you, this guy's fucking unhinged. It's crazy. William Osmond's his name, and somebody wrote in the chat, William Doxman.
Oh my God. Now that's another level dox. This guy went through, he spent some money to do this.
I don't feel like it was a dox because he didn't put the person's personal phone number out there.
But he did go get it. He did
huge invasion of privacy at the very least, right? It's a huge invasion of privacy.
This is phishing, catfishing. This is all the phishing with
contract
the P
fraud.
and F.
It's fucking everything. Yeah, it's fucked.
Jesus H, fucking Lord. I love that it all started because he tried to make an X-ray machine in his garage.
Dude, this guy's the softest man on the internet ever. It's like, dude, if you're that fragile, just turn off comments.
So you would think when you try to make an X-ray machine in your garage that the worst thing that would happen is you would fuck up and get superpowers and maybe you'd like be able to see through walls and shit. But this guy fucked up somehow and it just turned him into a big pussy.
Oh,
that's
dude,
the worst superpower ever.
Yeah, the guy's always been kind of a baby, but he's never I've watched him for a long time, but he's never I've never seen any creator take it this far over a mean comment.
We got some big babies in the community too. There are some huge babies who have become very successful because their babiness doesn't necessarily outweigh.
Dude, if you're a 2 million sub YouTuber, go ahead, turn all comments on held for review, and then pay somebody to go through and approve the ones that you are okay with.
Yeah.
If that's how you want to handle it. There's ways to work with that. YouTube gives you tools, right? Especially if you're that big. So it doesn't make any sense, dude. And he's completely gotten away with it too. Like every big creator is on every big normie creator, Ludwig, everybody is on there being like, great video, man. We have your support. I swear to God, man.
This guy's like the Lex Luthor of fucking YouTube villains right now. He came up with a strange, convoluted fucking plan like in Superman 3. We're going to do a housing scheme. It's going to be fucking brilliant. Hey, this guy does that. Now he's actually getting a fucking league of asshole, retard, fucking normie YouTubers to become supervillain posse with him. What the fuck? Oh my God, YouTube's a cesspool, Willie.
No, that's definitely the I'm trying to think because there's had to have been crazy things that people have did in the past to another
up there.
person, but usually it's always to another creator. I don't know if I've seen it with a guy who left a comment.
Right. This isn't a guy who cut a video. This isn't another. This isn't iDubbbz and Rice Gum. This isn't Keem and Ethan. This is a dude who spurred over a comment on a video that had like 98% positive comments.
And the comment was not that mean, honestly. It just really wasn't. Like, dude, it's literally something raise your hand if you've left a comment on a YouTube video and looking back, you're like, you know what, maybe I was a little out of line with that comment. Maybe I was wrong and didn't know what I was talking about. It's like, dude, that's everybody. Everyone's done that.
Hands up. And I haven't deleted them either. I leave them up.
No, you leave them because it's not Twitter. You don't get reminded. You left the comment, you walk away, right?
Even if he did,
I'm sure I did that 10 times this week.
I'm not a big believer in deleting things. I don't really want to say that. I don't want to say that because that makes a statement, and I'm sure I'll delete something at some point or have. And no, I don't know. I don't delete things for the reasons that I delete things for grammar reasons. When I countlessly fuck up my tweets, I delete those. But I don't delete tweets because I made a mistake in the past or I said something that turned out to be wrong or anything like that. I don't care if they're there. Like, even if one day it ends up costing me, that's my lessons that I need to fucking remember. I fucked up. If I delete them, what lesson did I learn? There's no accountability.
Yeah,
There's nothing,
I'm not big on deleting videos either. Like, even when I've gotten called out other YouTubers for videos and shit they've made, I don't think I've ever told them to delete the video unless they said they were going to delete it and didn't.
Why would you want them to delete it? That for one, just from a huntsman, like when there's part sport to all of this, guys. If you don't know that, if you don't realize that by now, when we all take down each other, we do. Sometimes there's a good feeling that goes along with it, whether you did something good or maybe this guy's just a prick and he needed to be brought down a notch. There's feelings there. So there's emotions. There's pride. There's ego. So yeah, it all kind of encapsulates into that and feeds into it. It's I don't know.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's something where you need to necessarily, here's the thing, dude. I feel like with this video, he has to almost delete it because you're literally got this guy's, you're telling people to look up his LinkedIn essentially, and you're talking about his phone. It's just a huge invasion of privacy. I don't know how else to say it. It is.
Well, this guy possibly committed a crime. So I think
he did, but dude, this guy will have to take him to court, and you aren't going to take William Osmond to court.
No, but I mean, this isn't like your typical deleted tweet because you just made a
this
mistake.
Is so far past the line.
Right. This is you did something that even don't worry about remembrance and history and posterity's sake. We'll take care of that because you fucked up well enough. But that's not happening. In fact, he's being cheered on. That's a scary thing. We're seeing more and more of that now. And it seems like YouTube is kind of emblazoning it. I don't understand. I want to talk to you about this too, because I'm sure you saw it by now, the whole YouTube taking off the numbers on the dislike button.
Yeah.
And I don't even have a problem with it, to be honest. I have a problem with their logic. Have you seen their logic?
I don't even know what their logic is. What was their reasoning for doing it?
So essentially what it comes down to, and I found this out in the comments sections when people start criticizing them, they're actually retweeting back, and this is basically the same thing they keep typing over and over. People will criticize and say, well, why not just continue to allow YouTubers to turn off their dislike button, their numbers? And they're like, well, that's been part of for a while. We've given that option. And what we have found through research is that choice, that visible choice, is just another reason to harass. So with that in mind, we're just shutting it off for everybody. I'm like, huh? Wait a second.
I don't love it because you're catering to a really small demographic that will be affected.
Yeah.
And you're just affecting everybody because of it.
Right. Because
and to me,
90% of the people that are on the platform are tough enough to be here. 90%.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Continue what you were saying. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I just think I don't know how much you're necessarily fixing with that. I don't understand it.
You're not fixing anything.
Because what's weird is you privately, behind the scenes, you could still see the dislikes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
well, you as a viewer, you as a creator, yeah.
So as a creator, I could still see people disliking my video.
Yeah.
Do you get why that doesn't make sense? You're saying, all right, we're hiding dislikes to prevent people from feeling bad about themselves.
Right.
But at the same time, I can still see all the dislikes.
No, because that's what makes it even sweeter. They're protecting a certain emotion in that subsection of bad feeling, because they're only protecting the people who are commenting and putting and attacking because of the dislikes. So now you can see that the dislikes are there, but now the people aren't bullying you over the dislikes, or they're not bullying you because you turned your dislike numbers off.
I mean, I'm sure Pastel Bell will be happy about it, so fair enough, I guess.
We got one happy, but what they're really doing is they're I think YouTube and any other media platform that does these type of precautionary blanket zero tolerance policies, what they're doing is they're reinforcing the behavior that already exists. For one, you're letting all the people know who harass that they can make changes. Second, you're taking away an integral growth, coming of age, rite of passage thing that you have to go through. Now, I'm older. I still had to go through it on YouTube. I had to take shit and learn if I could be tough enough to be here. I had to know if when we got Catch 33 going, people were coming at me, posting pictures of my daughter, family members died. They would impersonate them in the chat. I had to be tough enough to take that. I didn't bitch about it. I didn't make it a thing. I didn't give it more power. I simply drove the fuck on because I was ultimately tough enough to do it. Because I went through the smaller scale things that taught me those lessons and allowed me to learn. Now, these people who are coming on, they don't have to even learn that. They don't have to consider it. They don't have to think about it. So when they do get hit with it, because they're going to get waffled on somewhere else, Twitter, Instagram, somewhere, now it's even worse. You're making them even softer. They're paper soft.
It's not even necessarily like that deep. Like just you're taking away, it's social media. You're taking away a social part of social media. That's why I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, why comment at all? Why not just make it we upload to the void of the number and it's just we see a number tick up? Like, why have the number there? Why not just have everything behind the scenes? Like, it's social media and you're taking away a social part of social media. So just like,
they also said
it doesn't make sense to me on even a fundamental level.
Well, now they set the precedent. Look at the precedent that they set. Exactly what you just said right there. Now, all the numbers can be shut off because it's just a matter of time before.
Yeah, we can't see the subscribe. We can't see fucking the dislike. Why make it so we could see the like? Why make it so we could see anything?
Because it's just
why make it so we could see comments?
Well, now they're attacking because of the comments. Now they're attacking because of how many views. Oh shit! Now, because if you take away all their options, then the only way to judge whether or not something is trending is to see how many views it got. Well, then that's a reason to fucking hate. So we gotta turn that off. This is. I know that's slippery slope, but this is actually a slippery fucking slope because now the precedent is set.
Yeah, it's one of these. I don't get it. It's probably the least harmful thing to take away if you're gonna take something away.
Right.
It
doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I think the dislike button is like really fun. I think it's fun when you see somebody get fucking bombed on their video. You're like, oh shit, what happened here? It's like walking in like a post-war room. You're like, oh my, there's bodies everywhere.
I remember
that's what's going on.
I remember the days of Raw reviews, my WWE stuff, my wrestling reviews, where I would walk into the live streams and there'd already be 50 dislikes. It was great. The first thing I'd be like is, thank you for the fucking interaction. You guys, you just helped my video. I really appreciate that. And I wasn't saying that as in like a ironic way. I mean that shit.
Yeah, because a dislike does as much for your video as a like, and interaction's an interaction. Like, dude, what's this going to do? I am curious, like, what's this going to do for people whose brand it is to be disliked? Like, Nikocado Avocado leans into being disliked, and that's like, the brand is the dislike bar in a lot of ways, right?
I don't
know. And it's on purpose. It's on purpose, largely. Yeah. So what's he going to, like, does that hurt his brand? Like, I wonder what's going to happen there, I
don't know. Maybe this is the whole how many years has it been that people have been saying they're trying to get edgy humor, edgy comedy, the mean-spirited stuff off the internet. Well, this is another way to do that when you think about it. You take away all other options. If someone can't lean on that and that's their whole shtick, well, they better hope that they can fucking play the piano or something because they're fucked.
How dark of a timeline is it that like Facebook is the most like free shooting platform at the moment? Like
meta.
it's depressing as hell.
It's meta now. Careful.
If Facebook had a search engine at all, it would crush way more than it currently does.
Oh yeah.
It just doesn't. It's such a pain to get around that site.
It's why I didn't understand why they even made the change. Why they're going? Well, I mean, I do. You know, all the bad publicity over the last couple of years. But to make the change, it's still the best. Well, best is subjective, but it's the most used and most frequented fucking social media platform. I think besides
the second biggest search engine in the world.
You're right.
Second most used search. Second most visited site in the world.
That's insane, and it's going through an overhaul. That's crazy. Long live Zuckerberg? I don't know. Is he a robot? I have no idea.
I don't know. Part of me thinks it's a cultural thing, and culture shifts back and forth. So maybe one day it goes back.
Who knows?
Maybe I don't know what the plan is for what'll happen. I'm not going to jump on the slippery slope thing just yet.
I don't blame you.
Because clearly their big thing is to stop like these hate trains.
Right.
Where people are just disliking somebody because there already is a dislike.
Well, do you think that's going to stop it? Do you think the people who hate are just going to be like, oh, I'm going to give up?
No, I think instead, though, it'll definitely shift into the comments instead of just a viewer being like, like I remember I watched that Fine Bros thing where they tried to trademark the word react.
Oh, so good.
And I was like, look, I'm just a viewer. I wasn't invested in any way. But I watched all the videos on it. I was like, wow, this is interesting. And I watched their main video. I saw the dislike bar, and I went, you know what? I'm going to join. Like, this is fun. And I hit the dislike.
Cult of hate.
Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, I can't miss out on this.
No, you really can't. I'm losing my voice. Flo's prophecy earlier is coming to pass. So I'm going to start wrapping towards the end here because we have been live for an hour.
Well, one more. Did you see Logan Paul's running for president?
Ooh, I didn't. No, shut up. No, he's not.
I swear to God, he says he's going to run for president.
I got one for you after this too, but no, he's not. Get out of here.
No, dude, I swear. He's literally like, look, I think he's like, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've screwed up a bunch. And he's like, I can't run for president until I'm 35. But can you imagine me when I'm 35? I'm going to be awesome. And he's like, I swear he's going to do it. I believe him when he says it.
He will do it, and he's going to fail fucking miserably.
Look, dude, after old Donnie Tron did it, I believe that we could have a Logan P as president. And I hope the first thing we do is go declare war on Japan. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm going to the suicide forest, and I'm taking back my dignity.
I hope he puts a giant parking lot there and opens Logan World. I don't know.
I'm gonna drop another nuclear bomb on the suicide forest in Japan. That's what we're doing. First act. The funny thing is, just because Donnie got the job done. Remember, he wasn't even the first star, movie star, TV star, whatever, to get the presidency. Reagan did
Ronnie
it.
Ray was, right?
Ronnie did it. Of course, Ronnie did it.
Yeah.
So, this is nothing new. But Donnie, he at least was able to serve. Logan would never be able to serve.
Look at Logan Paul's life experience. He's boxed. He's made a YouTube channel. He was on Vine. He's done it all. He's ready to run the economy.
He's ready to lead us into a new era of prosperity.
He's ready to rule the free world.
Hopefully Tyson will murder him in the ring pretty soon, and we won't have to worry about all this stupidity. Good God.
No, dude, Tyson can't, because even if he's brain damaged, he'll still run, and I still think there's a chance he'll win. So we got to make sure we don't hit him in the head any harder than you have to.
Just hit him in the guts. Just try. If you're gonna kill him, kill that liver. He's probably done most of the work for you anyway. Before I start the wrap here, the first 50 minutes, 45 minutes or so of the show was dedicated to a very specific hate fucking. Have you been following the Aaron Rodgers shit?
I haven't, so I'm actually unaware. It's because he didn't get the COVID shot, right? And he said he did?
It's not just that, but so basically what happened was, for a while he had been talking, almost using anti-vax language, And so then going into the season, he's not doing any of the protocols. You know, he's acting like everybody else who's been vaccinated. And a reporter took notice of this and asked him, hey, this was before the season started. He goes, hey, so you're vaccinated? He goes, yep, I'm immunized. And he walked on about his fucking day. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, he gets the coronavirus, and the Green Bay Packers, who, you know, went along with the lie and reported to the NFL that he was vaccinated, allowing him to circumvent all the protocols that were in place.
It's so crazy that you can even do that in the NFL. You can just lie like that. Right? It's so insane.
It's fucking insane, right? But they're the only ones who've done it. They're the only ones who've been caught. He's the only one who's been caught doing this. Only one. So when he got caught doing this, you know, they were like, hey, didn't you say that you were the same reporter? He was like, hey, all right, didn't you say you were vaccinated? And Aaron starts going, no, that's not what I said. You misunderstood. You took your own. No, that's not what I meant when I said I was immunized. When you asked me if I was vaccinated, that's not what I meant at all. But isn't that what you meant? Because you're not in the protocols. You're not doing the collectively bargain that you were part of collectively bargain because you're on the committee. You're not doing those protocols. So isn't there validity to the question that's being asked? You know, you're answering it that you were, but you weren't. So then he goes even further. Today he goes on the fucking show of Pat McAfee, and he actually says, he uses the worst fucking I'm sorry but not sorry thing ever. He goes, I understand that the comments that I made may have made some people feel like I misled them. And if you feel like I misled you, I apologize for my comments.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like, what?
Dude, like it doesn't make sense. Like, you have so much money to make. You're playing you're doing your dream job. Why make this like be a thing for you? Like you had to know this would blow back on you.
Because he didn't want to be inconvenienced. Because he didn't want to be inconvenienced a little bit like all
You're
the other
Aaron
people.
Rodgers. Surely they'd come to your front door and stick you in the arm.
Right. But rather than doing that because he wants to question, and that's fine. If you don't believe in all this stuff, you don't have to believe in all this stuff. He was probably shocked when he got coronavirus because I got to be honest with you. It sounds like he doesn't believe it. The shit that he says, a lot of the words that and then this asshole actually went and started saying that he did all this research, that he was talked to doctors.
Yeah, he's a real rocket scientist, dude.
So then he gets pushed on that more, Willie. Like, they start asking deeper questions, and then he reveals that I talked to 15 close friends of mine who have experience with coronavirus. I'm like, you are a scumbag fucking liar who just put all these people at risk, potentially, because let's be honest, when you go to other fucking ballparks, other stadiums, you have to interact with their staff there. And if they are treating you as a vaccinated player because you said you were, what if they got fucking family at home who's high risk? You know, they're going to get sued off the fucking map off of this. I can't wait.
Here's where I stand with this.
Excited.
As long as he's missing games because he's sick, I'm okay if he as a Bears fan, I'm okay if he doesn't get it. Stay sidelined, keep losing. I'm all about it.
I think all of the victories that the Packers have gotten with him on the field since he lied, they should be losses, including the ones to the Bears. The one to the Bears.
Here's the thing too, like the Packers at some point, like he doesn't want to re-sign there. He's made it like pretty clear. At some point they're gonna just be sick of his shit and wanna. This is just gonna lead to like him leaving even more. You
gotta remember something special about the Green Bay Packers. They're not owned by a corporation. They're not owned by an entity. They're owned by the town. They're all crazy. They're, remember, like, as kids, would it be so great if we all buddies owned a team? Well, a whole fucking town does, and it's misery. Green Bay's it's an anus. It's an anus of the fucking country. You know this. You've lived close enough. You know the smell, probably. That place is hell. And Aaron Rodgers is practically Hitler. Is all I'm saying. Favre was Mussolini.
What the fuck is going? No, I don't know any of this.
You heard Willie Max saying.
Why does it smell?
It smells like evil and dick cheese, and I'm sure Aaron Rodgers is responsible for all the evil in the world today. And Willie Mack agrees.
Yeah, I'm there. As a Bears fan, I agree. As a journalist, I plead the fifth. I don't know.
Oh no, you just called yourself a journalist. Tommy's never letting you on the show again.
It's true. I own all the tea and all the drama alerts.
You own it all.
I literally have a monopoly on all of YouTube news.
What you need to do, you need to get somebody to do art with a infinity gauntlet that's for all the different communities, and now you have 2 stones in your infinity gauntlet.
It's true.
Now
You could catch me on. I can't even think of another community on YouTube.
Got to get the wrestling community. That one's not going to be hard to conquer. They're all a bunch of pussies. I can lead you the way.
Sweet. If I got to make like WWE promos talking shit, that sounds awesome. I'm about
I
it.
think you could do it. I think you would excel.
I would dominate. I already got good training.
Shoot, move.
I've been yelled at by Tommy C. Nothing scarier. I'm ready.
Scarier, right? You've dealt with the big dogs of the world. You've been shouted out by PewDiePie, for Christ's sake. Come on,
It's
people.
true. I've been yelled at by PewDiePie. Logan Paul has tweeted at me. Tommy C's yelled at. Tommy C's the scariest still. Keemstar called me a Mormon one time.
Nice.
I'm ready. I can do it all.
Oh shit! All right, so this is going to be a more regular thing. We can expect to have you on here whenever you have
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. You let me know and just give me like a few days in advance. I'm down.
Well, I'm hoping to be doing these shows, pretty much nightly again. As soon as there's, I'm trying to get myself back.
I mean, I definitely can't do it every night if that's what you're saying.
No, I'm not.
But, yeah.
I would love to fucking
Once a week, easy.
Oh, there you go. I'll take that gladly. And if something big pops up, just come on whenever.
Yeah.
So tell the kids where they can find you and all that good stuff, and I'll let you get out of here, and I'll do my little outro spiel douchebag thing.
I'm Willie Mac. I do the Willie Mac Show. You could find it on YouTube. It's just it's YouTube drama, and it's honestly like just me trying to like poke fun and make some badass videos on the internet. So catch me there.
No one has more balls than this man. I'm telling you, one of the ballsiest fucking.
I just never stop talking shit. It's perfect.
He's our norm. He's our norm. I'm telling you. Thank you, Willie. I appreciate your face.
Thanks for having me on, Dave. Sorry I showed up late. I was just looking on the wrong site.
It worked out. It worked out because I fucking went on an epic rant for like 40 minutes on Aaron Rodgers. It was cathartic. It was cathartic.
Perfect, man.
Talk to you soon, buddy.
Deuces.
Willie Mac, everyone. Willie Mac. Big stars show up still. It could happen. You want your big stars to come on, bring them to come on. You guys could have gone in there and talked to Willie Mac, by the way. You could have popped in anytime. You can get in the live commentary whenever we're talking. You can come on in here and get involved. Say hello. Hit the like button. All those things. We're going to get out of here, as one does. And it's been another great one, man. We've been doing some bangers. I don't think I'm done for the night. I think there's a very good chance that you're going to see me again on Twitch because I want to play a little bit of game. Baby. But you do know what the voice of Real Talk in the background means. It means it's time to get up out of here. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been a hell of an evening. Go over to YouTube's and make sure you like all the stuff there. Go to the Twitters and like all the stuff there. But go to the eBay and look for Trash or Treasure and find all of the things that you could be missing from your life because I sell them now. I don't just do YouTube. I sell stuff. Go check it out. Lots of good things. Appreciate you guys. Go check out Willie Mac and all the wonderful things that he's doing. He's the official host of Drama Alert. Go check it out. Have yourselves a good night. Take us home, Real Talk.
10%, they trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want. I learned that from fucking Aubrey, and she ain't never lied. I told her this was nothing new to me. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real. She think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze.
You know, I actually muted, I turned the sound down a little bit to let you know to go check out the new song Motivated by Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, and the Upright Lions, but I fucked it up. I screwed up. I made a big mistake. And now we're just here after the show's over, just you and me. I don't know how many are still left, but hi, I hope you're doing well. Does anyone have any questions? Want to restart the show? No, I'm just kidding.